Hey guys, welcome to iPadu's kitchen. And in today's menu, we have paneer lababdar. So here goes the required ingredients for the recipe. Now in a pan, take 2 tablespoons of oil. So here I am using a non-stick pan as the food does not stick at the bottom. You can use the regular pans too. Now add 1 cup of chopped tomatoes to the pan. Here I have taken red and ripened tomatoes as they mash very quickly and they blend easily. Now fry them well till the water from the tomatoes evaporates. We can close the lid to make the cooking faster as I am doing it now. So keep frying them in between and make sure you fry till the tomatoes become mashy. As you can see now, the water from the tomatoes is almost evaporated. So here now I'm going to add soaked Badgi chilies. So they are soaked for about 10 to 15 minutes. I have chosen them because they give a good color to the gravy instead of the regular food colors. Now I am adding soaked cashew nuts. These nuts are also soaked for about 10 to 15 minutes. And cashew nut gives creamy texture to the gravy. So mix it well and let it cool. So because we have to blend it. Now I'm going to take it to a blender to make the tomato mixture into a thick paste. Keep the tomato paste aside and now take another pan and add 2 tablespoons of oil and wait till the oil is heated up. Now add 2 tablespoons of butter, and as you can see here the butter is starting to melt. Now give a nice mix to the mixture so that it blends well with the oil and the melted mixture turns slightly golden brown. Now I am going to add bay leaf that is chopped and adding 2 cloves and a cinnamon pod. Now give a nice fry for these ingredients for couple of seconds till they start giving aroma. This also gives nice flavor to the recipe. Now add 1 cup of chopped onions. I have chopped the onions very small size as it helps to thicken up the gravy. You can also use a vegetable chopper to chop the onions into small pieces. To make the cooking faster, I am going to close the lid. Now give the onion mixture a slight fry and add 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. You can also prepare the ginger garlic paste at home. I have used a store-bought paste. You'd be wondering why ginger garlic paste is added to most of the recipes. Well, the answer is ginger garlic paste helps to boost your immune system. Now let me quickly close the lid so that the cooking gets faster. Make sure you fry the onions till they turn golden brown color. Now let me see whether the onions have fried or not. So I can see here the onions have changed to golden color. Now I'm giving it a quick mix before we add the tomato chili paste prepared earlier. The slight red color of the paste gives a nice smooth texture for our gravy. Mix the tomato paste with the fried onions to blend it to make a complete mixture. Fry it well so the oil from the gravy starts coming out and even it starts to thicken up as you can see here. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of water to dilute the gravy. So you can dilute the gravy based on your consistency or the thickness that you wish your gravy should be. I'm giving a nice mix to the gravy and I'm adding a little more water because my gravy is thicker and I want to make it a little dilute to give it a nice consistency. As we see, the gravy is starting to boil. So let me quickly close the lid. Let the gravy fry for about 5 to 10 minutes till the water evaporates. Now it's time to add spices to the gravy. Add 1 teaspoon of garam masala, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 tablespoon of chili powder and salt to taste. Give it a nice stir to mix all the spices into the gravy and let it boil for a minute or two to blend all the mixtures together. Now it's time to add our main ingredient, paneer, to the gravy. Let the paneer cubes absorb a little of the gravy and cook the paneer gravy for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now add 1/4 cup of fresh cream to the paneer gravy, and here I have used low fat fresh cream. And if you do not have the fresh cream, you can ignore it or you can add thick milk for it. Now let us leave the gravy to cook for few seconds. Now I'm adding dried kasuri methi leaves, and this gives a nice flavoring to the gravy, and the leaves are also useful to maintain body cholesterol levels in check. So guys, now we have reached the final stage of our paneer recipe, and guys, you can provide me with your suggestions or any other recipes you want me to post in the channel by the comment section below. And this is iPadu Kitchen and I am the chef Chaitra, and our paneer recipe is almost completed, and now I'm going to serve it. You can have the recipe either with kulcha or chapati or fulka, or based on the roti that you want to have it with. Now I'm going to garnish it with a little of coriander leaves, so that the fresh plucked coriander leaves from my garden, and I'm going to add it there. So now I'm going to add fresh cream just for garnishing, and you can ignore it if you do not have it. And yeah, the recipe is almost ready to eat now. Thank you for watching iPadu Kitchen.